That's a lot of damage!
Because they're stuck with a tentacle. Oh no, I'm stuck with the tentacle. And then you just get exploded. There's like a shit bomb right next to you. No! And then boom, they're gone. They're dead. They're kaput. Woo! This character, this build is actually fun to play. Alright everyone, don't worry. We are still going to be making Hellfire builds. I have not given up on the Hellfire Queen. But right now, I just have to share this build with you guys. Because this little boy packs one hell of a punch. Oh my god, he is honestly Oppenheimer dropping nukes. So that leads us to the Oppenheimer build for Yale and Oliver. This guy is so strong. Let's get into it. Armory, you can already see his pyro attack is 1437. Skill damage is 268 and skill efficiency is 136, and he has morale. He can run morale because this guy will rarely get hit, and when Hellfire uses her ult, you will be healed full. So, here we go. Your skills. You scale. You guys have to see this, alright? You drop bombs, and when those bombs stack on top of each other, they deal more damage. A maximum of 10 tot poppers can exist at the same time, after which the first one that you put out of the 10 will explode, and then basically you can set off 10 bombs in one explosion, alright? So remember, 10 is the max, but you don't need to put 10 to explode a mob of level 70s or 75s. From what I've seen, you just need like 3 or 4 and then use your Q. But we'll get into that in a little bit. Take a look at the damage scaling. The damage scaling of this character is absolutely insane. Tot Poppers Yale makes is 3,446. The funny thing is, guys, you are almost never in Yale form. You are almost never in this form, and you will never drop a bomb in Yale form. You're always going to be in the Oliver form, which is 5,729 damage. And there's two... the length is 15 meters. It's like a cross shape. You drop a cross on people. And it's kind of like, you guys remember RO, Holy Cross build? Basically, it's kind of like that, except on crack. This thing is so strong. Okay. Next, of course, you get the attack boost. 50% for him. This one is your super strong Q. This transforms you into Oliver. And this is what it looks like. You're going to drop a massive AoE. Everybody in that field is slowed down so that they don't move around, so that your bombs will take effect on them. Now, I have thought about adjusting this build, and what it really needs is Spectrum, which is skill range, but for now we're using him as a burst DPS. This skill will allow you to do a 4,770 explosion damage. Notice it is smaller than this one, because this one is 5,729, but it multiplies because bonus damage multiplier per tot proper detonated. So remember, you can put 10 at a time, so it will multiply this multiplier times 10 with this multiplier right here. So it combines these two things. It's going to be this number times 10 times this. And then you gain sanity per tot popper. So it's 20. This character does not need the sword. You do not need the sword that gives you sanity back. You have a lot of sanity, plus you have serenity. This character is cracked. So strong. You get skill damage. Your passive, when you're dropping the bombs, because this is basically that I will shit on you build, because you're literally flying on top of people, dropping your poop, and your poop deals a lot of damage when it hits them. You can see here, it deals 1,433% skill damage. That's already pretty big. That's good, like poke damage to elites and bosses. But then they explode, right? So this is just part one of his damage thing. All right, next up, you got each time a thought proper is deployed, Yale and Oliver gain 1 stack of bombing frenzy up to 3. You will always have this up. And what this does is it increases your skill efficiency. So you in the beginning you're gonna start off with a skill cost of 10. But once you have 3 bombs on the floor, it will then cost only 6 sanity to drop as many bombs as you want. And the bombs will just refresh your sanity bar because, well, that's what happens. You'll never run out of sanity against mobs. Doing defense mission with this character is an absolute breeze. It is so good. It just it just melts the elites. You know, the elite with the gun, that thing just goes away. It's really good. Attack, you gain an attack boost if you put him on the backfield, because sometimes, like I said, we are still gonna use Hellfire at times, so free attack for Hellfire is pretty damn good as well. So that's his skills. Really, really cracked character. If you guys want to see it really quickly, it looks like this. And then you can helix jump up high, and you just drop the bombs. And then when it's done, drop your Q, and it explodes everything all at the same time, plus the explosion damage of that big circle. So it's not just the bomb area that's exploding, it's the whole Q. It's the whole purple field. This is why I think he needs a little bit of spectrum so that we gain more skill range. And if you have a gold spectrum, holy crackaroli, this thing is gonna be insanely strong, right? No, it's gonna be super strong because all of those things will stack on top of each other easier. And that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna work on soon. And Spectrum is also really good for Hellfire. Alright, now that I showcased that, we're gonna get into the Demon Wedge combination that you're gonna use. You might not have these, but you can use the purple variation of this. The reason why I'm very, very strong is because I have the gold and it's plus 10. This is Devouring Wildfire. Get this. You will always have those 100 stacks for you because when a pyro character deals damage, it is you and Hellfire. Hellfire's E will help you maintain this thing easily. Plus, you're also dropping your poop from the ceiling, and yeah, you're basically a pigeon. And you're gonna always have this 120 stacks of Wildfire times 1.8. I think that's about, I calculated it before, it's about 212% increase in damage. That is a big, 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 big damage. Alright, next up is Griffin's Inferno Midnight Sun for skill duration because you want your Q to last a little bit longer if you want to. Honestly, you could go with skill range with this one. It's just that I went with Midnight Sun because I was crafting this for Hellfire, but it also kind of works out for Yale and Oliver so that you can be in Yale form longer. Really damn good. But ideally, skill range. The other one is better. Wildfire. It's also called Wildfire. Let's go. Next up, your Covenanters is gonna be inspo for now. I like to run, well, you're gonna be running 3 inspo for sure because of the skill efficiency, plus it is attack percentage. You want a high attack percentage with this guy, so go with this. Then your Typhons is gonna be morale because you will not get hit. You will always have that 18% up. You're good. You're safe in the sky. Nobody's gonna hit you. You have shields. You'll always gonna be topped up with HP. And when you do lose your HP, you have Hellfire to stomp heal you for a lot of health, like 700, 800 health returned to you every time she stomps. So Hellfire is actually really good for healing too. Next, you're gonna put Blaze for your Phoenix for the, of course, attack percentage. And last, you're gonna put Pants Volition. Now, Pants Volition is here for now. This will be changed to Spectrum. HP percentage is okay. You're gonna make himself a little bit tanky, but what you're really after there is the skill range. I know you will lose 24% damage. That's a little bit hard to hear, but trust me, it is worth putting the skill range. Now, 30% skill range is okay, but if you can make a Gold Covenanters Spectrum, it is gonna be way better. 60%. Every bomb is gonna stack on top of each other, hitting more mobs, hitting the elite mob, hitting the boss. No problem whatsoever. Although right now, even without that, even without the skill range, you're still hitting the boss. If it's bossing, you don't need the Spectrum, but when it's mobbing and elites, you do need the Spectrum. So I don't need it really, but you'll see. I made a demo. You don't need it, but if you do have it, it's a lot better. Plus the AoE of the Q is bigger. But Pants Volition is good for now. Now this one, you can change this. There is something that's pretty good for him. You could put, it's the one where when you're in the sky. Vigilance okay. When you take damage, there's a 50% chance to reduce it. It's not really, I mean, it's okay because there's a 50% chance. If you're a gambling man, put that, but you could just put, you could put this one. No, this one's okay because you like get higher and higher in the sky, but you don't want to be too high because you want your bombs to hit quicker on the floor. So I would put not sidestep. I think it's this one. Taking damage while in midair, the damage taken is reduced by 10%. This one's fine. It's a solid 10% that's always activated. It's not like a 50% chance. Although the Volition might be better because if a stronger hit hits you, it's weaker. But if you don't want to gamble, this one's pretty safe. It's 10%. Not a big deal, but you could put that. Now when it comes to the weapons, I'm running a 0 smelted Blade Amber Glow. That is how powerful this character really is. All you need is the 60%. But if you multiply this to times 2, I don't know how much damage this character can actually do. It can be pretty damn amazing. At Smelt 5. Now for... Oops, my bad. For the Demon Wedges of the Sword, as you can see, it's all the gold stuff. It's not the perfect one. You could actually remove this, but this one's kind of cool because it gives you more attack speed on top of your celerity. So you'll have 95% attack speed. You're basically going to use the sword just in case you run out of sanity, but that is very, very rare. You're almost never going to run out of sanity. So there are many versions to this build with Yale. I'm teaching you guys the skill damage one first. We're gonna mess around with this game, guys. So that's why you gotta sub. That's why you gotta sub. Alright, next up. Your range weapon of choice is of course the Excrus 2. And I have it fully smelted, so it is giving me 48% skill damage. This one is big. Very huge. Huge damage. Now that we're dealing with a character with high attack, Boxy is now also a mini nuke because he has a multiplier of 1950%. Of course, you want Boxy, you're gonna put Frugal on him, and right now he has Beefy because of Hellfire. It's fine, you could change this to attack if you want to, you don't need to. He's your farming bot. But if you really want to shine, you equip this one, and this one is just really gonna be good for you when you're doing the theater. Already has all the traits unlocked. Kinda busted that everything is actually unlocked for you. You just have to level it up. Kinda busted. You just multiply the damage modifiers of your support skill and your passive when you increase this pet. Really busted pets. Those battle pass pets are busted. So to me, that is the only, not really too pay to win because it's a minimal stat, but after a while this thing kind of goes hard because, well, the demon wedges are kind of crazy. Not too pay to win, but it's borderline bonus damage. Let's say an additional 5%. The effect is kind of cool though, because it gives you multi-shot. So that's it for Oliver's build and the Geniemon. Let's get into his partner characters. And of course, our Hellfire Goddess is in the back line. She's not going to be forgotten, guys. She's still going to be there. She's still in the team. She's the babysitter of the team, honestly. And that will lead us to a different build that we're making called the babysitter build. But right now, I'm going to show you guys what she's got. Okay. So, of course, Hellfire will give you that... Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention about Yale's introns. Just get I1 if you can. This gives you more sanity back, basically. 1 point of sanity for Yale. And Oliver, if detonated by the same type, it restores 2. So basically, if you're using only Oliver bombs, then it's going to restore more. So it's 2 plus the 2 on top of the skill, it's 4 in total. All right, that is actually very important, and I'm sorry I forgot it, but I'm going to put it in the video anyway. All right, so now back to Hellfire. Hellfire will give us 50% increased damage boost. This is not final damage. I believe that this isn't the final damage. This is just in general. So this is, well, actually, no, I think it might be final damage because it doesn't say damage dealt. So it doesn't say damage dealt or damage boost. It could be that it would say attack if it's pyro attack. So it is final damage. My bad. So 50% damage boost. That is huge whenever she taunts. And she will taunt because that is her cheapest skill to use. And the AI is programmed to use a skill as long as it is available. So, stomp. Next up, she's got Raging Inferno. Not very useful for us. But she will also give us this one, Aether Flame, for that added attack benefit for Yale and Oliver. Now, the biggest thing that she also provides is her Intron 1. Whenever she's near an enemy, a boss, she'll always be near the boss. She'll almost always be near the elite. You will be dealing an additional 30% final damage. This is huge. Huge. Very powerful. That's why I like her. She is a final damage modifier character and not an initial step character damage. So bigger damage multiplier than attack, which is additive, skill damage, which is additive. She's really good. And I think she's one of the only ones that does that. Next up, our other teammate, the other half of the babysitter team, one of the babies, is Tebeth. We've already explained why, because Tebeth gives us 44% skill damage boost with her skill. Plus, she gives us skill damage boost of 8%, giving us a total of 52% damage boost. Now, some people were saying, bro, why are you using Tebeth? Why not just use Truffle? Truffle is a very, very good alternative, but the reason why I like Tebeth is because the water people, the hydro people, have got something cooking for themselves that other classes just don't have, other elements don't have, and that is their Demon Wedge. Their Demon Wedge is absolutely bonkers for buffing. When a Hydro character uses a skill, the user and nearby allies gain an attack increase equal to 11.4% of the user's attack up to 275. So she gives you a lot of her attack, so you want to scale her attack as much as possible. Bump up her attack. Right now, she is on attack. She is giving us a pretty damn good attack percentage buff on top of the skill damage buff. Plus, you equip her with the bow because she doesn't really... She's good with the bow. It increases her skill duration, which is her buff. And then you gain all of these other stats, which is 10 attack, 10 defense, skill damage, and skill duration. Very, very good character for buffing. She's in my team. Plus, a side bonus. When she uses her tentacles, it traps the enemy and keeps them in place, making Yale and Oliver's bombs just absolutely destroy them. And you kind of feel bad because they're stuck with a tentacle. Oh no, I'm stuck with the tentacle. And then you just get exploded. There's like a shit bomb right next to you. No! And then boom, they're gone. They're dead. They're kaput. Ooh, this build is actually fun to play. Some people won't like it because they want the instant satisfaction of attack speed and the mobs just dying. But the people that want to just see one gigantic number, this is a godsend character for you. Alright, so that's it for the build. Enjoy the demo. It is a 5-minute, 20-second clear of the defense mission. It can go a lot faster once we finally build this character. All he needs is the sword upgrade and that spectrum. I'm telling you, the spectrum is going to be very good for this character. Alright, that's it. Thank you all for watching. See you all on the next one. Peace!
この天才様の最高傑作を楽しんでけよ。
攻撃の手はひとまず止まったようだな。
待たせたな。耳塞いでろ。待たせたな。勝負に震えろ。 天才様の最高傑作を楽しんでけよ。耳塞いでろよ。バードカーンせいや。悪魔の大泥棒が待たせたな。この天才様の最高傑作を楽しんでけよ。耳塞いでろよ。バ
敵がうじゃうじゃ飛び出してきた。操作は中断できないからあいつらの相手は頼んだぞ。
この天才様の最高傑作を楽しんでけよ。上等だ。せいや。耳塞いでろよ。バー待たせたな。この天才様の最高傑作を楽しんでけよ。せいや。超大作の芸術品さ。おめえらも感じたろ。